Right now at 5:30, a man is dead after a motorcycle crash just outside his place of work late last night. We've got details in a live report.
Also on WKYT this morning, rescuers from multiple counties worked to save a man who fell from the Red River Gorge last night. We'll hear from them about that tough rescue. It's ahead in a live update this morning.
And Lexington firefighters say they will still be out at a massive fire from yesterday. We'll hear from firefighters how to battle those flames.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you, and yes, it is Friday. We're glad you're on WKYT This Morning. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Glad we have confirmation.
Right. Just need to know sometimes, right? And the weekend is on the way, and we're going to have changes. We've had a wonderful streak of good days.
It's been very nice. You've had to take advantage of it, Micah, because it does not last forever.
No, it doesn't. I mean, we're late into October, and you wouldn't expect weather like this. Typically, we're in the mid-60s there for afternoon highs. We've been in the 70s for the past 3 days, and we'll do it again today. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s this morning. It is on the cool side, but it's not all that bad. Get into the afternoon, mid-70s, extremely nice once again today. But like Rebecca was talking about, we have a storm system moving on in this weekend. That'll knock down our temperatures a bit, but it's really the storm system next week that actually couples with Hurricane Patricia. I'll show you how that's going to affect our forecast later on next week, coming up in a few minutes.
Potentially a historic hurricane. We'll update everybody on that. Let's get to the news.
Well, here we have an update to breaking news that we brought you late last night.
The Scott County coroner has now identified a man who was killed in a motorcycle crash just outside the Toyota plant in Georgetown. WKYT's Mark Barber is live in Georgetown this morning with that new information, and he joins us. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Bill. And this morning we are learning much more about the man who was killed while leaving work here at Toyota. The coroner says that the 33-year-old had a wife and a set of twins. We're told that Robert Griffin Jr. was from London but started working here in Georgetown as a contractor for Toyota. Police say he was leaving the plant on his lunch break around 9:50 last night when he was hit and killed. Officers tell us he was making a right turn onto Cherry Blossom Way at Gate 7 when a SUV that was turning into Toyota crashed into him. We're told he was wearing a helmet, but he died instantly. The people in the SUV were not seriously hurt. This morning, investigators are trying to figure out if speed or anything else played a part in the crash.
As of right now, it's all preliminary. The traffic reconstruction is investigating it, and they should have a determination during their investigation.
Officers tell us they do not think that the driver of the SUV will face any charges for the fatal crash. As for Griffin's arrangements, we're told that the London Funeral Home is handling all of his final services. Live in Georgetown, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, very sad, certainly, for his family and I'm sure his co-workers as well. Our time this morning is 5:34, and also new this morning, search and rescue teams from multiple counties pulled off a dangerous rescue after a man fell more than 4 stories at the Red River Gorge.
And WKYT was there as rescue workers brought that man out of the woods. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain's at our live desk with details on what it took to save the man.
Good morning. Search and rescue teams from Powell, Menifee, and Wolfe counties say the dangerous rescue happened after a man fell more than 40 feet from Eagles Point Buttress in Menifee County. The 24-year-old's friends pulled him to a flat area after his fall, which happened to put the man in Wolfe County. You can see the rescuers bringing the man to safety here in this video. Now, the rescuers say the hardest part of the recovery was getting him through Douglas Park Trail. One rescuer for Wolfe County Search and Rescue said that trail made the carryout extremely challenging.
Douglas Trail is one of the roughest unofficial trails in the Red River Gorge. You're basically hemmed in between a cliff line and the Red River, and with a steep bank drop-off, making for very narrow quarters, and there's very rocky terrain along the trail.
Rescuers say when they found the man, he had significant injuries but was stable. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you very much. WKYT is learning new information this morning about a deadly shooting in Knott County. State police say about 7 o'clock last night, officers shot and killed a man near his home in the Pine Top community. We've learned overnight that troopers were called out to the home after they got calls of a man walking down the street with a gun, threatening to shoot people. State police say the man, who had his hands behind his back, started making threats to troopers. They say he swung his arm toward the troopers and was was killed. The suspect and officers involved have not been named this morning, and the investigation is ongoing.
New this morning, Lexington police are on the lookout for a man who robbed a woman. Officers were called out to an apartment complex on Trent Boulevard around 11:30 last night. The robber pushed the woman down and stole her purse. Investigators describe him as a white man standing about 5'6" with reddish brown hair and a beard. Police have not yet made any arrests.
Lexington police are looking into robberies at two businesses. They first happened last night around 8 at Lee's Famous Recipe on Boardwalk off Russell Cave. Investigators say a man with a knife came into the restaurant demanding cash and then ran off after getting some money. They say the suspect is a light-skinned black male with freckles, about 6 feet tall and with a medium build. And then about a half hour later, police say two men armed with a gun robbed a Marathon gas station on 3rd Street. Officers have a limited description of those suspects. Police do not think that those crimes are connected.
Well, 3 men convicted in connection to a deadly shooting are expected to be sentenced today. 18-year-old Nasheen Dixon, William Dixon, and Brian Brown pleaded guilty last month to the 2014 shooting death of 21-year-old Antonio Franklin. Police say Franklin was an innocent bystander in Duncan Park when he was shot. The 3 say back then they got into a fight with 3 other men when things got out of hand. All 3 were convicted of 2 counts of attempted murder. Dixon faces additional convictions for murder and wanton endangerment.
Our time is coming up on 5:38 on WKYT this morning. Lexington fire investigators are looking into what caused a massive fire late last night. That fire started in an office building off Huffman Mill Pike around 9 o'clock last evening. Firefighters say the flames came dangerously close to a barn that was full of animals. Crews say the closest fire hydrant was about 2 miles away.
The issues out here is we have to move all the water in with our engines. There's no hydrants out here. So that's one of the biggest issues that we have.
Crews say they will be out until sunrise this morning to make sure there are no embers that flare up. No one was hurt in that fire.
New this morning, some folks have to find a new place to live after a fire at an apartment complex in Laurel County. Firefighters from Corbin and Knox County were called to the scene around 9:30 last night. They tell us a kitchen fire quickly spread, destroying 2 apartments and damaging 6 others. Thankfully, no one was hurt in this. Firefighters say the Red Cross was out there to help people who were displaced.
And church leaders in Mason County say they need your help after a deadly fire there earlier this week. 5 people, including 3 children, died in that fire on Tuesday morning. Since the tragedy, donations have been pouring in. More than 24 people are still, though, without a place to live. Churches in the area say they need gift cards and gas cards. You can donate at Faith Way Baptist Church or the Maysville Fire Department.
New this morning, the parents of missing Bardstown mother Crystal Rogers say they plan to file custody for her 3-year-old son. The boy's father, Brooks Houck, was recently named the main suspect in her disappearance. WHAS-TV in Louisville spoke to Crystal's parents Thursday. They say they had already filed for partial custody of the boy back in August, but a judge still hasn't made a decision. The grandparents are currently caring for Crystal's 4 other children full-time. They say they have not seen the boy since Crystal vanished back in July.
Congressman Paul Ryan has announced he is officially running for Speaker of the U.S. House. The Wisconsin Republican has repeatedly turned down pleas to run for the post. Ryan has been viewed as the only member commanding the respect needed to unify the fractured House Republican caucus. Earlier this week, Ryan has said that he would consider the bid only if he could be a unity candidate and get the backing of 3 key GOP House groups. Apparently, he feels he has that at this point. This weekend, Kentucky's major candidates for governor will be taking the stage for the 3rd time on television. Democrat Jack Conway and Republican Matt Bevin are taking part in a debate Sunday night at 6 on Eastern Kentucky University's campus. That debate will air live on WKYT. You can ask the candidates questions on Twitter using the hashtag KYDebate.
We are just 1 week away from the 2015 Breeders' Cup in Lexington. This year will be the first time the races will take place here. 200 horses registered yesterday, including Triple Crown winner American Pharoah. The event kicks off tomorrow with the Feeders' Cup food truck rally at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. On Sunday, thousands will be out for the Thriller Parade through downtown. Then all next week there will be concerts, parties, and all kinds of activities. The races themselves start Friday and go into Saturday on Halloween. And for a full list of Breeders' Cup activities, just visit our website, WKYT.com.
Well, race fans already enjoying the track got the chance to help some of Lexington's children yesterday. Thursday was the Heinemann Settlement School Day at the races. The school helps children with dyslexia and other learning differences. Miss Kentucky 2015, Clark Davis, says this is a cause that's close to her heart. Davis was diagnosed with dyslexia in the 3rd grade.
Luckily, I was able to push myself and know that I meant more than my dyslexia, but helping students that have this learning disability and continuing to let them know that it's okay is something that I live for.
An impressive young woman, huh? The Heinemann Settlement School was established back in 1902. So Breeders' Cup Week is just about here.
Looks like a good party with good food, too, I might add.
So they had a good time, I'm sure, for a great cause. Time to check live drive traffic at 5:42. Let's see what's going on here on your Friday. And here's a look at our Waze app right now.
Well, you know, it's got a couple issues, but nothing major. Left lane of North Limestone between West 3rd and West 5th will be closed for pavement repairs. That's all day. And South MLK between East Maxwell and Avenue of Champions will have the left lane closed as well. So a couple of spots for you to be aware of if you're out in that part of town.
Make way for the Thriller Parade tomorrow evening.
Oh, it's such a good event. You know, it really is. They really know how to do it up.
It's Sundays, actually, when it's held. That's Sunday, and then there's the cleanup, I think, Monday to get it going. So, but anyway,
they're getting
plans are underway.
Breeders' Cup Week is off to a scary but good start.
You got it. EKU's homecoming tomorrow, so expect lots of traffic in Richmond as well. A lot more news coming up on WKYT this morning.
After this, it's getting closer and closer to Christmas, believe it or not. The country's biggest tree is already on its way to its home. The story after this.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we have single-digit weekends until we hit Christmas. Unbelievable. All right, let's talk about your weekend as that front approaches us. Here comes the rain. I'll show you when you can expect that. Coming up next.